Today we'll look at dynamic input. Dynamic input is a way of specifying coordinates near your cursor instead of command line. It is on default, but you can turn the dynamic input off. That is when you don't need it. When you are doing simple tasks, it isn't much difference between having dynamic input or maybe having it turned off. So if you look at these icons below the drawing aids, because you have this is for the ortho mode, and then you have that's the polar, then you have that the object snap, and the 3D objects, and then you have the object snap, and then you have that is allow or disallow dynamic US. That is if you allow or disallow dynamic UCS, that is the user coordinate system. So the dynamic input will look like that. If we want to draw a line, let's say this line from somewhere, you can see that on this screen we have the specify the first point. So if I specify that point, you can see it's showing the angle ortho Z, or and then you have 0 0. So as I move towards that end, you have the figures coming out. So if I want to maybe draw a line which is 8,400, then I'll type on the blue screen, that is 8,400, then I'll press enter. So that will be the length of the line. But if I want to draw a line at an angle of 90 degrees, you can see you have 90 on that side, it's showing 90, and maybe if I'm going back, then it's supposed to be 180, going up like that, is showing 90. And so that's how it works. So you can see that it is very fast. Whenever you just see, you just position the cursor, and maybe if I want to draw to 100, then I will just press enter, then I have that line, and then I move towards that, so I have that line. So it goes on like that. So you can see that if you have to use dynamic input, it's going to be very easy and faster for you to draw. But if you don't need it, then you need to go down like here. Okay, you can see that the icon is on, as you can see by a very bright gray. But if you don't want it, then you just click it. So it's like you are toggling. So you can see now it has gone. So we can just do the way maybe we want to draw, so you have something like that, and so on. And maybe if I want to go back to that, maybe I have that, I will do that. So that's how I can make my lines. I can draw my lines on the board. So that's how that's the use of the dynamic input. If you don't need it, that's how you can switch it off. I believe that has assisted you. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want the dynamic input to be visible, you just click on this icon like that. So assuming I want to draw a line, then you can see that you have those lines that need me to show to do the input and like. So since you don't want the dynamic input, you just go down here and then you click. It's like we say toggling the key. We are toggling because it's when it is not off, then it's on. If it is not on, then it is off. So that's a toggle. So we toggle that icon. So that's what I had time for today. I believe that has cleared your misunderstanding.